Right. I put some bleach in the hair, and I tried to put color remover. Dude, vanity is really it's a sin, right? It's a trap. Uh, I just realized that like the whole 2 years that I've been in here making these videos, if I'm looking at my videos, it's all just like trying to look in the mirror and just clinging on to like youth and just potential to get like a hot spouse, basically a young spouse. And so it's all pathetic. It's all like I'm clearly like an old guy, and so I have to like accept it, and like just nobody's watching this, but I just want to make it really clear that like uh I really am. I'm like a really terrified, like damaged, uh just fragile, and just I'm really terrified of like getting old and dying and like losing my looks, and just it's really scary to just see this like just oldness like emerging, and just knowing that like I'm just gonna turn into dust. And it's like it just feels like some like nightmare world. And so without being able to make like I'm not like manly, like I don't know, sometimes I was trying to make videos, and I don't know if I was like trying to seem manly or anything like that, but really not manly. Like manly would be no one should watch this, but manly would be like helping my dad out. Manly would just be like getting a job, and I can't handle a job. It's just it's so depressing. Like I don't know how people do this, like just get on a bus and just go unload bricks or something the whole day, and just that's it. Like that's it. I guess there's like respectability of like paying the bills or something, but I'm just like I'm not like a good person, or I'm not like respectable. I'm not like manly or anything like that. I'm basically just terrified, hiding, trying to duck work, and just having my dad pay for shit. And I'm just like, I took my dad's credit card yesterday, and I just went to Sally's beauty salon, and I spent like $100 of his money on beauty products. And he's like old, and like he can barely talk. He's like can barely walk, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. And I just take his credit card when he's not looking and stuff. It's like I'm a real like just low life, like sad, pathetic guy. And so I'm not gonna put on any more. I'm not gonna put on any more airs. It's just I don't know what I can't stand the loneliness, and so basically just I can't stand loneliness, and so I don't even deserve to really be able to do this. This is all facilitated by my dad, just live streaming. But I just want to make it clear, I'm not like cool. I'm not. I understand I'm pathetic. I understand I'm like reprehensible, just shitty, like loser, disgusting old guy trying to get young women to be attracted to me. It's all disgusting, and so it's just hard. It's really hard to just accept aging and death. It's like it's fucking. It's like the hard. It's really scary, and just it feels like life feels like a nightmare. But if I cope, like my coping mechanism is what I should do is I should no more. I'm not going to do any more like. My dad might just force me to get a job, so I might just end up on some bus digging ditches in the near future. But if he doesn't do that, if I can, what I want to do is I just want to just do something constructive all day, and just basically avoid work until the grave, and just no more like jackass stuff. Like I'm not going to try to, I'm going to save this video just because it's kind of fun to just like do this dramatic shit. I have no life though. I have no like I'm basically just deteriorating, and I know it, and it's fucking hard to cope with. But if I basically the best thing I can do, like the only thing people really like about me is my head models, and so if I try to just keep it together, if I just wake up, go drawing, go running a few times a day, and then keep my expenses low and just do some art. I just want to do that until I'm dead or something like that. And there's no real ability to have like a good adult life, and I've said this over and over. And so and I won't do any more like bathing suit like workout thing. It's just I just thought I could like get young enough that I wanted to be like young and attractive, so some young beautiful woman would have sex with me, but it's never gonna work. And it's all pathetic, and women want like a guy with a job anyway, but I don't want to get a job. And I'm not attracted to anybody my age and older, and so I just want to find a way to pass the time that doesn't feel depressing and like a nightmare or some shit. But really, like, without even this video, I'm like a shell of a I'm like a dead, like, I do nothing. Like, if I don't make these videos, I don't even like I just lie on the floor and like watch YouTube or some shit, and I feel like a dead, like, low life. And I really am. I'm like a dead, like, deadened low life person. And so I'm so, it's nobody's listening, right? But I do love this. I love this, like, YouTube video making, but like I'll never know what it's like in the mind of like another human, right? But like I'm so nuts about my looks. It's really fucking weird. Like, I look in my face and I'm always like desperately thinking like, I can still be cute. I can still cute. My whole fucking life, I'm like, can't I get cute? And somebody will say like, you're a handsome man. I'll be like, I'm handsome. And then they'll say, no, you're ugly. And I'll be like, ugly. Like, I'll look in the mirror and sometimes I'll think I'm like the ugliest thing in the world. And then I'll think like, I'm a good looking guy. But basically, like, it's like somewhere in between. And like sometimes I'll look at my video and I'll think this is like a damaged, like, dangerously crazy nut job. And then sometimes I'm like, this is a smart guy. And it all kind of like fluctuates. But in terms of like feedback from like other people, the only thing anybody really ever liked about me, like where they said that's really good, is my art, particularly art of like 3D models of heads. And so like it's really hard to just accept like that's my good thing. I want to be like beautiful, I want to be like charming, I want to be social, but I'm not. It's like I want to change all that like spiel thing. When I was reading that spiel, I'm trying to tell my brain like, you can be anything. Like, you don't have a nature, you don't have a soul. I want to be like a physical I want to be attractive to like some young woman basically, and then I want to be cool, but I can't really do it. And so it's really hard to see your own like craziness. It's hard to see your own weaknesses and shit. But I guess just you could look at the likes. Like, if I look at my videos, like, nobody likes any of my videos. Nobody likes any of my acting. Like, nobody likes any of my my workouts. And so I can't change that stuff. I tried to like be good in those ways, but I can't really do it. But if I make head models, people are like, that's good. It's weird. I was kind of always good at that head modeling type shit. Like, it's kind of like the shit that I'm good at, I was kind of always good at. And I wasn't really. Anyway, I've said all this shit over and over. I shouldn't talk anymore. Like, when I make videos, it's really tempting to just rant like this, but it's kind of crazy. Like, I've been looking at my videos and I'm realizing I've been saying the same kind of shit for years in this room, just saying the same shit over and over. So basically, like, I should try to establish some routine. I'm not going to say that spiel stuff anymore. I'm not going to do any more workouts. I'm just going to accept like an old man. I'm going to wear a filter. I'm going to try to just wake up in the morning, do something to like get focused because I'm really like spacey, and then I'm going to try to draw for like an hour and listen to podcasts, and then I'm going to maybe I'll just do some burpees, but no more like showing off workout. Like, I realize I look like an old man. I can't look, even if I do 1,000,000 burpees, I still have like man boobs and I have like an old man body. Like, and my body just kind of was never really that great anyway. And so no more like showing off workout stuff. I know it's old disgusting. I just wanted so bad to like be young and or beautiful or something, but I can't do it. And so I should wake up, get focused, draw for like an hour. I realize my drawings aren't even very good, but then that sort of gives me like sharpness, and then it gives me something to focus on if I listen to podcasts. And then if I do I can go running. I like running my dogs, and then I'll just do like 8 hours a day of like 3D modeling, 3D art of like heads, and just keep doing that. That's like the only good thing I have, and that's like the thing that I'm actually good at. And so I'm gonna save this video, and I'm not gonna look at the views anymore because it's all just people being mean to me and shit, and nobody likes it anyway. And so I'm just gonna try to I'm gonna try to not show off anymore. Basically, no more trying to be cool, no more trying to be young, and no more trying to be like yeah, just no more trying to be young, no more trying to be cool, no more trying to like appeal to young women. Basically, I've really concluded that over the years of live streaming, is there's always this temptation to like try to be like a cool guy, but it's all just like, oh, maybe some young woman will sleep with me. But if I'm ever doing anything other than like drawing or some sort of like zoning in like game to like get focused and not be spacey, like that's really all I should do, is like zone in, get focused, not be spacey, listen to podcasts, draw, and I'm not even really good at drawing, and then 3D modeling, and that's the only good thing. Like that's what I should do, because that's like what's actually good about me. And then anything else I'm doing is just like kind of like sleazy, creepy, like trying to be appealing to young women, and it's just giving in to like lust and some delusional vanity. And so I have to like stop that. That's like a problem. But I can't stand the loneliness, and so I'm just gonna do this. And I shouldn't do any talking like this. All this like serenading is like, it's like a craziness. Like I'm just looking in the mirror and thinking like, I'm kind of cute. Isn't some woman gonna be attracted to me? No. And so